living as you have. Don't eat after so many days. I mean, that's called fasting, right? Jesus went 40 days. You're not Jesus. Most of us can't go 30 minutes. But after a while of not eating, things get bad pretty quick, especially you don't have any energy left over. If you've ever done a fast, and I would encourage you, what's the one thing you lose? Energy. Like a few days in, you're like, whoa. But then you're like, wait a second, I got energy going again. I'm kind of doing, but I'm not doing great, you know. It's like it takes it out of you. So, let's continue on in verse 15. 3 of the 30 chief men went down to the rock to David, the cave of Adullam. And when the army of the Philistines was encamped in the valley of Rephaim, David was then in the stronghold, and the garrison of the Philistines was then at Bethlehem. And then scooting down now to verse 17, it says, and David said longingly, oh, that someone would give me water to drink from the well of Bethlehem that is by the gate. If we just hold up there for a second, I didn't put in the pause in there, but where's David from? Bethlehem. Do you ever want to go back? Well, you guys are too young to understand this, but when you get older, you figure it out. Do you ever want to go back to where you're from? Like, man, this would be so cool. I remember all the time in Germany, all the time in Oklahoma and Arkansas, and all that. I just loved coming home, man. It was so cool. And like, oh, man. Some of you may have experienced Miller Grove water. It has taste. And I grew up with that taste. And you know what? It was good for me. Probably caused some damage mentally, I don't know. But I love that stuff. And I can understand David's mindset. What did he say? Oh, that someone would give me water to drink from the well at Bethlehem that is by the gate. And that's part of home. It's odd the things that you'll attract to because it's part of home. My wife and I at the time were in Germany, and we'd been there for, I guess, 2 years or so, a year or two, whatever it was. We had this rather fortunate incident where somebody hit our car on the side of the road and barely did any damage, but they paid out like crazy good. So we bought the parts, bought the paint, all that stuff, and we're going to take the rest, and we're going to go to Paris. And Paris is cool. You ever been to Paris, France? We were on the Eiffel Tower, all the cool stuff, right? Do you know where we stayed? Best Western. Do you know where we ate? Chili's. In Paris. But they had all the Parisian food. Why wouldn't you eat that? Because we hadn't been home in a while. And they had Chili's. And you couldn't pay me to go in there today. But back then, that was a touch of home. Oh, yeah, you had McDonald's. But yeah, it's just German McDonald's is weird, man. Oh, yeah, you had Burger King. But you got tired of that. Popeyes. I tell you, some people love Popeyes. You just live overseas, and that's the only place you have on base. And you're done with Popeyes. But to go experience something you haven't had, and again, I wasn't a big Chili's person ahead of that, but it was American Bar and Grill down there. It was like you could look out the front and see the Arc de Triomphe, and in the distance you could see the Eiffel Tower. And you couldn't see the Louvre from there because that's in a different place, but there's all these cool things that and we just wanted to get a touch of home. You think about that. Then when we left there, it was like, man, I want to go to a German restaurant and then experience the food again, and it's never as good. Just never as good. You want that touch of home. You guys, some of you will scoot out and do things around the world, you'll find yourself coming home. I was never going to come back to here. Only losers live around Greenville. And here I am killing it. Being a loser. Top notch, baby. Because it's home. Oh, that someone might would give me a water to drink from the well of Bethlehem that is by the gate. Now continuing on in verse 18, he says, then the 3 mighty men broke through the camp of the Philistines and drew water out of the well of Bethlehem that was by the gate and took it and brought it to David. But David would not drink it. He poured it out to the Lord and said, far be it from me before my God that I should do this. Shall I drink the lifeblood of these men? For at the risk of their lives they brought it. Therefore he would not drink it. These things did the 3 mighty men. You got to think about that. He wants to be